at what's going on today. You got President Trump showing up there down in Texas. He just got off the plane. Let's cut to the tape.
Nice weather, beautiful day, but a very dangerous border. We're going to take care of it. Thank you.
Mr. President, do you have any legislation ideas?
You know, earlier in the day, he made a more elaborate commentary. He's going to be, I believe, doing an interview with Hannity this evening, so that will be interesting to see. But let's just take a little preview, a peek of some of the things that are most important to him right now. He is highlighting that tragedy that happened in Georgia, just awful, awful, awful stuff. And he spoke on True Social. By the way, True Social, that might be his saving grace to getting some money to cover Letitia and company in New York. He's got quite a big stake, 78% of the company. But let's watch him here on True Social speaking just moments ago.
Migrant crime is taking over America. From his very first day, Joe Biden allowed an invasion of our country, resettling dangerous illegal aliens from all over the world into American communities to prey on our people. The latest victim of Joe Biden's premeditated border invasion is Laken Riley. Last week, Laken went out for her morning jog and never came back home. A Biden migrant has been charged with brutally attacking her, beating her, kidnapping her, and murdering her on the campus of the University of Georgia. This monster should never have been allowed in our country. He was released at Crooked Joe's orders and set loose into our country. The radical left Democrats then released him onto the public yet a second time after he was arrested in New York for injuring a child. How many more innocent victims must be harmed, and how much more innocent blood must be spilled until we stop this invasion, this horrible, horrible invasion, and remove these illegal alien criminals from our country? As president, I will carry out the largest domestic deportation operation in American history to remove Joe Biden's illegals and murderers, because that's what many of them are. They're from mental institutions, and they're from prisons from all over the world, from Africa, from Asia, from South America, from the Middle East, all over the world. Many of them come from prisons and mental institutions. It's very simple. If they don't go back to their countries, we will never get back our country. Thank you very much. We're so sorry to be talking about this to the parents. They're great people. Laken Riley will be very, very sorely missed. This should never, ever happen again. Our country is being overrun by criminals, by murderers, by drug addicts. They're all coming in through Joe Biden's horrible open border. There's never been a border like this anywhere in the world at any time. He is a disaster as a president. He doesn't understand it. He doesn't understand how bad it is. It's so bad, the whole world is talking about it. There's never been a case like this. Thank you.
Wow. And he is in Eagle Pass, Texas. We're going to be bringing you some of these clips in just a moment. But before we do, I just want to point out that there was a brand new survey that came out of Gallup today, a new poll showing that 28% of Americans view the border as the most important issue right now. It's more important than the economy. It's more important than what's going overseas. 28%. And this is up significantly from where it was even just a few weeks ago. So it's very clear, like, this matters to people. Let's also be very clear that it's mattered to Donald Trump like forever, right? I can still see him coming down the escalator there at Trump Tower, and everybody was just gaping. Their mouths were like on the floor. We couldn't believe what he was saying, right? Back when he was spotting this as an issue, even then. And it's grown worse in part because, if you ask me, my opinion, Joe Biden made it very clear that he was all for people coming to this country. He was all for this kind of open border. Yeah, you could come and apply for asylum, and then you get, released, and then who knows? I mean, that's an unfortunate situation of what we've seen with some of these recent tragedies.